Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hud, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2. I hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. You'll get to learn some stuff about baseball and to learn about how crazy I am in this video and in all the videos, quite frankly. But here we have from CBSSports.com. You want some rumors? Here's some rumors for you. MLB GM meetings quickly follow the World Series each year and precede free agency meetings. A time for discussion. I need to lower down a little bit. Discussion and laying a foundation for what is possibly to come in the offseason. This time around, they got a bit explosive with the Cubs hiring that skunk manager, Craig Counsell. Given that they already had a manager, David Ross, Counsell was expected to either take the Mets job or stay in Milwaukee. The Padres, Astros, and Brewers have vacancies at manager. Couple of things now, couple of updates now. The Angels named the manager. It is Ron Washington, the former manager of the Texas Rangers. He's not managed in 10 years. Why? I don't understand that one. And the Brewers are supposedly going to hire, and are serious discussions to hire the bench coach of the Brewers, Pat Murphy, which seems to be an obvious guy to put in there. He knows the system. He knows the organization. Bring in a guy that actually wants to stay there, actually wants to be there. The Padres, I've heard different things. I can't remember the names. And the Astros, I know the Astros have talked to Joe Espada, the forever candidate. But here we go. We'll start out with a Mets rumor. Mets to talk is more than just a rumor. Mets to talk extension with Alonso. Don't anticipate a trade. Good. Mets first baseman Pete Alonso is under contract for one more year until free agency hits. Absent an extension, you know what that means. Trade rumors. The Mets appear desirous to avoid that, however. We're going to have those conversations, Club President David Stern said Wednesday from SNY. Alonso's agent, Scott Boras, separately said Wednesday that he has talked to Stearns about philosophies and ideologies. Until then, Stearns did his best to tampen down those trade rumors. I do not anticipate him getting traded, he told reporters. The best bet here is the Mets and Alonso get something done unless one side doesn't want that to happen deep down. The Mets have very deep pockets and Alonso's a homegrown star. He's coming off a season where he hit 46 homers, 118 RBIs. He only hit 217, but still managed an OPS plus of 122 thanks to his power and decent on-base percentage. Couple of things. The Mets must get rid of Daniel Vogelbach. The average was that bad because he was batting behind him most of the season. Get him the hell out of here. Get a better five-hitter on this team. Surely, the Mets would prefer that average back up in the 271 range like in 2022. But he's still game changer with his power. He has the top 2 and 3 of the top 6 individual home run records seasons in Mets history. He also has the best and 3 of the top 6 RBI seasons. He has been a monster. And when you talk about him in terms of his home run power, we talk about Ralph Kiner, Albert Pujols, and Eddie Matthews. Now here's a little interesting rumor about the Phillies. Phillies interested in Sonny Gray. The Phillies have shown interest in free agent starting pitcher Sonny Gray from John Morosi of MLB Network. It sounds like Gray would be a fallback option for the Phillies as Aaron Nola is a free agent, and the report indicates the Phillies' interest in Gray would come if Nola departs via free agency. The big team I've heard with Nola is the St. Louis Cardinals. The Phillies' holdover starters are Zach Wheeler, Ranger Suarez, Taijuan Walker, and Christopher Sanchez. Lefty Josh Fleming has been picked up off waivers from the Rays, and he's shown the ability to start on occasion. Gray's 34 with an 8-8 record with a 2.79 ERA, 1.15 WHIP, and 183 strikeouts and 184 innings last season for the Twins. He made his third All-Star team. Also, there is word that Bryce Harper going forward will be the Phillies' first baseman, so he's not going to be an outfielder anymore. This is from MLB Trade Rumors.com. Headline, Mariners looking to add high-contact hitters. Mariners president of baseball operations, Jerry DiPoto, was among a number of executives to speak with reporters at the GM meetings on Tuesday. He addressed a few of the club's offseason goals, most notably a desire to improve the offense's bat-to-ball skills. Adding some contact to our lineup, DiPoto replied. When asked by John Morosi of MLB.com about the club's biggest need. He added that an additional right-handed bat would be preferable, saying the front office was excited about his group of young lefty hitters. That desire to improve the contact rate tied into Seattle's somewhat surprising decision not to issue a qualifying offer to Teoscar Hernandez. We wanted to make sure we can address some of the flaws that exist in our team, DePoto said. Despite the fact that he didn't have a great start to his season, he put up his numbers and he contributed down the stretch as much as any player we had. But we felt like this was an opportunity to kind of take a new look at the way our team is built. If there was a reason why we were sitting home in the postseason, we felt it was probably the inability to consistently make contact. Seattle hitters indeed struggle with swing and misses. Only the Twins struck out more often, while the M's finished 22nd with a .242 batting average. They were 15th in on-base percentage and 16th in slugging. Hernandez finished second on the team with 211 strikeouts. Wow. Although that shouldn't be especially surprising. He has always been a power-first player who compensates for a middling plate discipline profile with extra base impact. It seems the Mariners are planning a conscious shift away from that style. The departure of Hernandez leaves a hole in the corner outfield. Speculatively speaking, Hernandez's former Toronto Blue Jays teammate, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., could fit the mold that Seattle's targeting. While Gurriel also has an aggressive approach, he's a right-handed bat who has strong, pure contact skills and 20-plus homer pop. Gurriel is a left fielder only, so a hypothetical pursuit would likely push Jared Colon to right field. KBO star Jung-Ho Lee hits from the left side but brings a hit-first approach and could profile in right field. Alex Verdugo and Max Kepler are among the outfielders who may be available in trade. Second base, which stands out as an area the M's could try to upgrade, has a few hit-over-power possibilities. With Merrifield, Ahmed Rosario, and Tim Anderson are all free agents who hit from the right side, although none is coming off a great finish to the 2023 season. Now, I'll mention this player for this. The Mets have a infielder that can play the outfield, who's a high contact guy, and Jeff McNeil. And the Mariners tried to pick him up many years ago in the Edwin Diaz, Robinson Cano deal. Jeff McNeil was almost traded to the Mariners, and I wonder if there could be a match here in that. McNeil did not have a good year. He finished pretty good, but he does have an elbow issue that at some point is probably going to get Tommy John surgery. But that is a guy that I wouldn't be surprised if we hear rumors about Jeff McNeil going there. He has 4 years left on his 5-year contract. The money's not crazy. That could be a deal that could be made down the road. So keep an eye on that. And finally in this video, again from MLB Trade Rumors, Dodgers rumors. Kershaw, Martinez, and Ohtani. Who's Ohtani? Well, you didn't know? The greatest player on the face of the earth. The Dodgers opt not to issue a qualifying offer to designated hitter J.D. Martinez and aren't sure exactly when fellow free agent Clayton Kershaw will be cleared to pitch next season on the heels of shoulder surgery. But there's some interest in keeping both players around for the 24 campaign. President of Baseball Ops, Andrew Friedman, said at this week's GM meetings that his group is hopeful Kershaw continues pitching and spends the remainder of his career in a Dodgers uniform. The lack of a qualifying offer from Martinez might have been a modest surprise at first, given his 30 homers and a very good season. A one-year deal of $20.325 million certainly seems justified for that level of production. Okay, John Heyman of the New York Post tweets that Ohtani's presence on the market indeed influenced the Martinez QO decision. As one would logically expect, Friedman himself alluded to the very same yesterday, telling Harris that an eventual Martinez reunion is a possibility, but the Dodgers aren't presently sure which direction we're going to go with our position player group. It's very likely not to the uncertainty surrounding Ohtani's still new market. While it's certainly possible that Martinez might prefer to see where Ohtani lands before accepting an offer himself that's far from a given, there's some logic to waiting to ensure that the Dodgers, Giants, Yankees, Rangers, and other expected Ohtani suitors can join the bidding for Martinez's services. But at the same time, if a team that knows it won't be signing Ohtani swoops in a strong offer for Martinez early in the offseason, he can also move quickly rather than run the risk of overplaying his hand. earlier free agent deals tend to be stronger than those bartered late in the offseason after all. Without Kershaw, now we jump to Kershaw. Without Kershaw on the fold, the LA rotation mix certainly includes Walker Buehler, Bobby Miller, Ryan Pepiot, Emmett Sheehan, Michael Grove, Gavin Stone, and Ryan Yarbrough. Righty Dustin May will miss the beginning of the 24 campaign after undergoing flexor tendon surgery and a Tommy John revision in early July. Fellow right-hander Tony Gonsolin underwent TG surgery in late August and could miss the entire 24 campaign. The Dodgers figure to be in the market for multiple arms over the course of the offseason, whether that includes Kershaw or not. So the Dodgers have an issue that they haven't had an issue like this in a long time. They don't have pitching. They're not very deep in their pitching situation. They don't have a lot of veteran pitchers. And for a team that won 100 games to see this situation, it's very interesting. And with the injury and the surgery of Clayton Kershaw, a lot of uncertainty with this pitching staff. But they'll piece it together and they'll win 100 games again. I can guarantee you that one. So let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut 2. Thank you, and I'll see you later.